Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Glacial Geek Battle Report. I am Phil, the Glacial Geek, coming to you here from Savannah Line Games in Pooler, Georgia, where I'm about to fight a 2,000-point battle between my Eldar and Jason's Blood Angels. So the story that we've got going on here today is that the other side of the Cicatrix Maledictum, the Blood Angels are trying to hold strong and fight for the Imperium over there. And this is a planet that they were tasked with holding against the forces of chaos as they were coming across. But as they were preparing for the forces of chaos, a fast-moving strike force of the Eldari descended upon this planet, trying to reclaim it for their own purposes, which the Blood Angels don't know about, and no one else will unless they decide to tell them. And guess what? The Eldar are not going to tell them. So they moved in. So now the Blood Angels are trying to hold them back and keep this planet for the Imperium, as though the forces of chaos streaming out of the Cicatrix Maledictum were as if they weren't enough to deal with. So that's the story that we've got going on. We are going to be playing the Overrun mission, which is from the Grand Tournament 2021 packet. Essentially, there are 6 objectives on the table, 3 on each side of the table, 1 in each of our deployment zones. If you control 2 at the end of your at the beginning of your turn, starting in round 2, you score 5 points. If you go true 2, you get 5 points. If you control 3, you get an additional 5 points. And if you control more than your opponent, you'll get an additional 5 points for a maximum of 15 points per turn and a maximum of 45 points during the battle. We also chose our secondaries. My opponent has chosen Blade of Sanguineous, which is he basically challenges one of my characters. And if he dies by the end of the game, he gets 5 points. If he was killed in close combat, he gets an additional 5 points, and if it was his warlord who killed him in close combat, he gets an additional 5 points. He also chose Oath of Moment, and he has chosen Investigate Signal. I have chosen Raise the Banners High, Engage on All Fronts, and an Assassination. So we'll see how it goes. Before we go any further, though, let's show you the 2 armies that are going to be fighting it out. So for the Eldar, I'll be running a battalion detachment. Leading off that detachment, we have a Farseer on a jet bike and a Warlock. We have 3 5-man Ranger squads. We have 2 squads of Wraith Guard. We have 1 5-man squad and 1 10-man squad. We have a 5-man squad of Wraith Blades. We have a 4-man squad of Shining Spears. We have a 10-man squad of Dark Reapers. And last but not least, we have a Crimson Hunter Exarch and a Wraith Fighter. And for the Blood Angels, he'll be running a battalion detachment. Leading off that detachment, we have a Captain in Terminator armor. We have Dante, and we have Asterath. We have 2 5-man squads of Heavy Intercessors. We have a 5-man squad of Regular Intercessors, and a 5-man squad of Tactical Marines. We have 2 6-man squads of Hellblasters. We have a 3-man squad of Eliminators. We have a Sanguinary Ancient. And last but not least, we have 2 squads of Sanguinary Guard. We have a 6-man squad and an 8-man squad. All right, so now we are going to go over deployment. I have my Crimson Hunter Exarch over on the side over here. I've got my 10-man squad of Wraith Guard, my 5-man squad of Wraith Blades, and my squad of Shining Spears, along with my Farseer on a bike over here. I then have a 5-man squad of Rangers, along with my Warlock back over here on the objective. I've got my 10-man squad of Dark Reapers. I've got my Hemlock Wraith Fighter over here, and I've got a 5-man squad of Wraith Guard inside over there. My other 2 Rangers are concealed positions, so they will be coming up at the beginning of the first turn. Going over deployment here for the Blood Angels. We've got his Eliminators over here for positions. We've got 1 squad of Heavy Intercessors here. We've got his Terminator Captain up on top over here, along with the Hellblasters down below him. Another squad of Hellblasters over in front over here, along with Asterath and the Sanguinary Ancient. We then have the 2nd squad of Heavy Intercessors over here, regular Intercessors in the center, along with Dante, and 1 squad of the Sanguinary Guard along with him. We have the 5-man Tactical Squad back over here on the objective, and then in Deep Strike Reserve, my opponent is going to be having his 8-man squad of Sanguinary Guard. So that is deployment. We are now going to roll off. It is worth noting right now that my opponent is going to be using the new Sisters of Battle dice because they're pretty rad. But we are playing it where the fleur-de-lis is a 6 and the Inquisition symbol is a 1. So in case you see that and you, well, like, especially right now, if he rolls a 6 or a 1, it might be pretty important since we are now going to roll off to see who goes first. 5-2, so it will be the Eldar going first. We'll come back to you after movement phase. Movement phase for the Eldar here on turn 1. These guys over here stood still along with the Warlock. They are raising the banners on that objective. These guys moved up. When they came in back over here, moved up onto the objective, raised the banners. These guys moved up over to here. These guys both advanced. They rolled a 1 on their advance. These guys rolled like a 3, I think, on their advance. This squad popped into the building over here. These guys just moved their 5 inches up onto the objective. The Dark Reapers popped out over this way, and both of my flyers moved up into the quarters over there. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We will come back to you with the psychic phase. All right, so starting off, my Warlock is going to cast Conceal onto my jet bikes over the shiny spears over there. Okay, I'm going to... 1 second. Well, I'm going to spend a CP to re-roll that into a 9, so that will go off. And now my Farseer is going to cast Fortune onto those guys. That goes off with a 7. And then he's going to cast Smite into them. But I get to re-roll these 1s because of my 1 second. Runes of the Farseer is the word I was looking for. All right, so that will go off with an 11. So that's going to be D6 mortal wounds onto them. 6 mortal wounds. Okay, I'll take that. And then my Wraith Fighter is going to cast Smite. That will not go off on a 4. All right, so into the shooting phase. My Wraith Guard here are going to fire into his Eliminators. My opponent's going to spend a CP on Transhuman. So these are going to be 5 shots hitting on 3s. All right, rerolling 1 because they have got Master Artisans as their thing. So it's going to be 3 hits. These are going to be wounding on 2s, rerolling 1s because I've got... oh, that's right, 4s, rerolling 1s because of the... Transhuman, rerolling that 1 and 1 second. And the reroll, the single wound roll, Expert Crafters. So that's going to be 2. AP -4, but they've got their cloaks on there, so we're looking at 5 up saves. Making neither of those, so it's going to be D6 damage, so we've got to do this one at a time. The first one is 5, that's a dead guy, and 5 dead guys. And now my Dark Reapers are going to fire into his Hellblasters over there. So these guys always hit on 3s. Rerolling 1 because of the Master Crafters. And then Strength 5, so wounding on 3s. Rerolling 1 wound roll. Okay, so that is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 at AP -2. So we've got 5 up saves into these guys over here. Oh, 1 second. So there's 4 guys that are in cover over there, so you're going to do those ones first. AP -2, so these are going to be looking for 4 up saves because of the cover. So that's going to be 3 that are dead. That's going to be a dead guy. So then we've got the others are going to be, these are 5 up saves. No, they're going to be dead. And then I spend 1 CP on Fire and Fade to move them there. So they were within range of his banner over there. So see if they can shoot before dying. 4+, so 1, 2 of them will. He's going to supercharge with these guys. They're within rapid fire range, so they'll get both shots.
It's heavy.
Oh, that's right. You have the heavy version. I forgot about that. Yeah. Supercharge, getting 2 hits. Oh no, 1 hit because it's -1 to hit against the flyer because he's a supersonic. And then 3, strength 8. Oh, strength 9. Yeah. So that's going to be a wound. What's the AP on this?
5.
Oh, that's right. -5 because it's devastated. Actually, my opponent's going to spend a CP to reroll the hit on the other one. That is going to be a hit, and then wounding.
It's a 1.
It's a 1, so no. And then my Hemlock Wraith Fighter is going to fire into the other Hellblasters over there, so 2 D3 shots through auto hits, so that's going to be 4. I'm going to spend a CP to reroll this. So that's going to be 4 hits. Strength 12, so 2s to wound. All right, so that's going to be 4 wounds at AP 1. All right, so it's AP -4, so he's going to take on the ones in cover there, so these are going to be 6 up saves. Nope, not making any of them. 2 damage apiece, so that's going to be the 4 guys dead. Let's see if they've got the banners, if they can shoot. 4+, we've got 2 of them can. Hitting on 4s. Nope, nothing. All right, so now my Crimson Hunter Exarch's going to fire into his Sanguinary Guard over here. So we're going to go with the Pulse Laser first. 2 shots hitting on 2s. Rerolling 1s because of his Marksman's Eye. That's going to be 2 hits. Wounding on 2s. That's going to be 2 wounds at AP -3. So these are going to be, they're in cover there, so that's going to be 4 up saves. Making 1, failing 1, that's going to be 3 damage, so 1 guy dead. And then 2 other shots with the Bright Lances into them. Hitting on 2s, that's going to be 2 hits. Wounding on 2s, that's going to be 2 wounds. AP -4, so 5 up saves. Nope, failed both of those. D6 damage, so we'll do the first one. Is 2 damage, and then the next one is 6 damage, so that's a dead guy. And then my Rangers over here are going to fire their sniper rifles into Dante over there. That's going to be reroll 1 because of Master Crafters. Okay. And then these are going to be looking for 4s to wound. Reroll him because of Master Crafters. Okay, that's just going to be 1 at AP nothing. So he's going to have a 2 up save. He's good. All right, and that's going to be it for the Eldar turn here on turn 1. I am going to score 3 points for engage on all fronts because my flyers are in the corners over there. And that is going to be it. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Blood Angels here on turn 1. We do have 1 leadership test. Forgot these guys over here. They are -2 to their leadership because of the flyer there, and they're +1 because of the banner. So they're going to have a leadership of 7 right now with their guy there. And then these are going to be, they lost 4 guys, so 4 plus 2 is 6, they're good to go. All right, movement phase for the Blood Angels here on turn 1. His Eliminator stayed still up over here. These guys stood still. The Heavy Intercessor stood still over here. Astrath came over this way. The Hellblaster stayed still. The Terminator Captain moved down over here. These guys moved on to the objective over on this side. These guys moved up over this way. These guys moved over here. Dante moved over here, and the banner advanced up over this way. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase. Dante's going to start by firing his melta pistol into my flyer over there, hitting on a 3 because he's -1 to hit. That is a hit. Oh, yes, that's a hit,
1.
right? Wasn't no,
yeah,
no, that was the 6. Yeah, you
6.
confused yourself there. That's a hit. That's a 6.
All right.
Strength 8, so 3 to wound. That's not a wound. And then the Sanguinary Ancient over there is going to fire his bolt gun into them. Angel's bolt gun. That is going to be no hits because it's -1. And then these regular tactical Marines are going to fire into my Rangers up over here. So hitting on 3s. Okay. That's
1 to reroll for Dante.
Rerolling 1 because of Dante. Okay. That's pretty good there. And then these are going to be wounding on 3s. Okay, so that's going to be 5 there. They've got a 3 up save because they've got 5 up base plus their cloak plus cover there. So that's going to be 2 that are dead. And now these intercessors down here are going to fire into them as well. They've got the assault version of their weapons. These are going to be hitting on 3s. And then looking for 3s to wound. That was 9 wounds, so AP nothing. Looking for 3 up saves. Failing 1, 2, 3, 4. So they are going to be wiped. All right, so now the heavy intercessors are going to fire into my shining spears over here. They've got conceal them, so they're -1 to hit, and they also have fortune, so they'll have a 5 up, feel no pain. But they do have full rerolls because Dante gave them that when they came over there. So these are going to be hitting on 4s. These are the regular Hellfire, right, or Hellstorm?
Yeah, the Hellstorm bolt.
Hellstorm bolt rifles. Hitting on 4s, so that's going to be hits there. Rerolling everything because of Dante. Okay, 1. That's a pretty good reroll. And then these are strength.
I need it. You took out a full.
That's true. That's true. I did do well. That's true. These are strength 4.
Yes.
Yeah, strength.
No, strength 5.
Strength 5. So looking for 3s to wound. Okie dokie. All right. So that's going to be. Yep. That's going to be 6 wounds over here.
This is going to be an AP -1.
Oh, 1. All right, because one of those was a 6, the unit's actually within range of his captain, who has the Firestorm, is it called? Storm of Fire, which gives them on wound rolls of a 6 an extra AP. So we have that 1. That's going to be a 4 up save because it's AP -1. Nope, that's going to go through as a 1 damage each of these.
Yes.
And then we got 5 that are 3-ups. Failing one of those. So these are now going to have, because they have fortune on them, 2 5-up in Feel No Pains. Nope, not getting either of those. So I think that's one guy did. And then the heavy bolter still hitting on 4 since -1 is the max you can get. So that's going to be 2 hits there.
Reroll for Dante.
Rerolling because of Dante. That's going to be 4 hits. Pretty good there. Looking for 3s to wound. That is going to be 3 wounds.
That's going to be 2 at minus.
Oh, there's 2 6s there, so that's going to be 2 at
AP nothing.
Oh, AP nothing. Oh, because you have the Hellstorm heavy bolter. So that's why it was 4 shots, AP nothing. So the 2 are going to be at AP -1, looking for 4-ups. Making 1, failing 1, and then 1 at AP nothing, so 3-up for this. Make that with a filth face. Woo! It's AP minus, forgot they're heavy, so it's heavy, so it would have an additional AP -1 because of Devastator Doctrine, but it still made them with those fill faces. So it's damage 2 though onto this guy, so this is going to be looking for 5-up in Volsay, or 5-up Feel No Pains. Making them both. I'll take that. So now his Hellblasters are going to fire into my Wraithguard over here. I spent 2 CP on lightning fast reflexes, giving him -1 to hit. So it's going to be 2 shots here, hitting on 4s. Rerolling 1. Supercharging here. Rerolling 1s because of the captain over there. That's going to be 2 hits. These are going to be looking for strength 9. So 3s to wound. That's going to be 2 wounds. AP.
5.
-5. Oh, wow. 1 second. Oof. Yeah, no save there because AP -5. And then they're just 3 damage apiece. So that's going to kill 2 of them. Astrath is going to throw a Krakenade into my flyer over here. -1 to hit.
That's a 1.
That's a 1. Not going to hit. All right, so now his heavy intercessors over here are going to fire into my Wraith Fighter. And then they're going to fire the heavy bolter into this guy over here. So we're going to go with the heavy bolter first into them. -1 to hit because of lightning fast reflexes. So that's still going to be 3 hits. These are strength what?
Strength 5, but I get +1 to wound.
5 +1 to wound because of the litany over there. So I think it's going to be 3s to wound.
No.
I think they're tough 5. Now we're on their T6. So it's going to be 4s to wound with that +1 to wound. So that's going to be 1 wound. AP
-1 because of Devastator.
-1 because of Devastator Doctrine. But a 5, he's good to go. And these are going to be the other heavy bolt rifles into my fly over there. Hitting on 4s because he's -1 to hit. Rerolling 1 because of the captain. 2 1s because of the captain over there. All right, and these are going to be 4s to wound because of the +1 to wound over there. So that's going to be 3 wounds. And 1 is at AP -1. And then 2 are going to be at regular. So the 2 regular at 3-ups. Failing 1. And then the 4-up. Making that with a filth face. And now my opponent's going to spend 2 CP on rapid fire to allow these guys to fire into my Shining Spears again. They're -1 to hit from the conceal, so looking for 4s to hit. Okay, there was 3 hits there. Strength 4, so 4s to wound. That is going to be 1 wound. AP nothing.
That
so
wasn't worth 2 CP.
No. But a 1 does a fail. And the Feel No Pain. Oh, he's good with that one. And his Eliminator here is going to fire into my Wraithguard. On a 5, that's a hit. On a 6, that is a wound. AP. With a mortal. What's the AP on this?
-2.
-2. So looking for a 5-up save.
Sorry, -3.
-3. So that's still going to go through. What's the damage?
So 2 damage.
2 damage plus the mortal. So that's going to be a dead guy. All right, so now into the assault phase. Dante is going to charge into my fire over here. He needs a 9-inch charge, but +1 because he's a blood angel, and then he gets to re-roll because of the icon on the banner there. So looking for an 8-inch charge. Does not make it, so re-roll. Does make it with that one. All right, so now Astroth's going to charge into my guy over here. I'm going to spend a CP to Overwatch, so he's going to go with his 2 D-sides over here. 2 D3 shots, auto hits. So that's going to be 4 auto hits. These are going to be looking for 2s to wound. Rerolling 1 because of the master crafters there, and then I'm going to spend a CP to reroll this one. So that's going to be 3 wounds here. AP -1 second. All right, it's going to be a 4-up invul save over there. Making all but 1, which is pretty good. I think it's going to spend a CP to reroll that. Nope, going to fail that. Yep, damage 2 into him there. So he's got is it 4 total? Or 5 total, I think he might have. So he's probably going to be down to 3, but his charge distance is, definitely in. All right, Astaroth is going to fire, he's going to start off here, his attack. So he's going to have 4 plus 1 because of Shock Assault, hitting on 2s. That's going to be all but 1 hit. And these are going to be strength
6.
Strength 6, so 4s to wound. Plus 1 to wound because of Blood Angels on the charge. So that is going to be 2 wounds at AP
-3.
-3, so looking for 6 up saves. Making neither of those. What's the damage?
Flat 3.
Flat 3, so he's down to 2 wounds. And now Dante is going to attack in over here. He's got 6 plus 1 because of the charge. Hitting on 2s, I'm sorry. Hitting on 2s. Wounding on strength 7 plus 1, so it's 2s to wound. That is going to be all but 2 there, so that's going to be 5 there at AP
-3.
AP -3, so 6 up sirs. Show them them fill faces. Getting no fill faces. What's the damage on these?
2 each, so 10.
2 each, 10 total damage. All right. All right, so now my dude bro here is going to attack into Dante, hitting on a 6. Needs 6s to hit, getting 1 hit. On a 5, that is a wound. No AP on these. On a 1, he does take a wound. All right, the same thing over here for my Wraith Fighter. Getting 1 hit. 4 is a wound. That is a save, though. All right, and that's going to be it for the Blood Angel turn here on turn 1. We will come back to you after movement phase for the Eldar on turn 2. Movement phase for the Eldar here on turn 2. These guys popped out over this way. They stood still and are going to raise the banners. These guys advanced up over this way. These guys just moved up. These guys are staying where they are, along with the Warlock. They stayed where they were over here, and then these guys all moved up over there. And my flyers, 2 flyers, moved towards the middle. They're both still in their table quarters. So that is going to be it for the movement phase. We will come back to you with the psychic phase. First things first, he's going to cast Conceal onto my 10-man Wraith Guard squad. That's going to go off on a 7. Now my guy here is going to cast Fortune onto my Shining Spears. That will go off on a 10. And then he's going to cast Doom onto Dante. That will go off on a 7. And then my Wraith Fighter here is going to cast Smite into the Heavy Intercessors over there. That will go off on a 5, D3 mortal wounds, 2 mortal wounds. All right, so now we're going to go into the shooting phase. These guys, my Dark Reapers, are going to fire into his Heavy Intercessors over there. My opponent's going to spend 2 CP on Transhuman, or 1 CP? 1 CP. 1 CP on Transhuman. And now I'm going to fire. I'm going to fire the single shots with them. So these are going to be hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1 because of Master Crafters. Alrighty. And then these are going to be wounding on 4s. Rerolling 1 of these dice if I so desire, which I do desire. So that's going to be just the 2 at AP -2 in cover there. So looking for 4 up saves. Failing them both, that's 3 damage a pop. And then the Exarch is going to fire his Tempest Launcher. So 2d6 shots, that's going to be 4 shots. These are going to be hitting on 3s. That's going to be all hits. Strength 4, looking for 5s to wound. That's going to be 2 wounds. At AP -2, 1 damage. Making them both. And now my Farseer on a bike here is going to fire into the Tactical Squad. He's going to have 6 shots with his the Twin Shuriken Catapult because he took that as the relic. So hitting on 2s. And then rerolling 1 because of their chapter thing. And then this is going to be Strength 4, so 4s to wound. Okay, so it's going to be 5 wounds, 3 of which are at AP minus 1 second. So we have 3 at AP -3, 2 at AP -0.
All 1 damage?
1 damage apiece.
I'll take the 3 on.
We'll do the 3 onto the 2 and cover there. AP -3, so that's going to be 1 made save. So that's going to be 1 dead guy. And then we've got 2 that are AP 0 onto the guy in the cover, probably.
He's got 1 left.
He's got 1 wound left. That's going to be a failed. And then that's going to be a made.
Perfect.
All right, so now my these dude bros here, the two guys with their laser lances are going to fire into Dante. The one Star Lance that's not in range is going to fire into the tactical, and then all three of their shuriken cannons are going to go into the tactical. So let's do the 3 shuriken cannons into the tactical first. So it's going to be 12 total shots here, hitting on 3s. All right, pretty good. And then strength 4, 4s to wound. Not as good. Reroll 1. Okay. That's going to be 4 wounds, 1 at AP minus 3. So we'll do the 1 at AP minus 3.
Cover.
With cover. Nope, that's going to be a fail. And then we got 3 3-ups. Failing another 2. And then the Star Lance into them is a hit. That is not a wound. I already spent my Master Crafter one, so I'm going to spend a CP to reroll it. That's a wound. AP minus 4 is just going to go straight through and kill a guy. And then the 2 laser lances into Dante over here.
-1 to hit.
-1 to hit him, so 4s to hit. That's going to be nothing to hit there, but I still have my Raptors reroll on that, but it's still not going to be a hit. Sorry about the banner over there. There's the 4 guys. So
Or shoot here.
well, you have to roll to see if you can shoot yet.
I know.
So
that's where I want to
yeah.
shoot.
Okay. So here we go. 4 up. Still let him shoot. No, nothing there. And then my dude bros over here are going to fire. This is going to be the Wraith Guard into his intercessors over there. So it's going to be 10 shots with their Wraith Cannons, hitting on 4s because they advanced. Okay, rerolling 1 because of the Master Crafters, or Expert Crafters. These are now going to be Strength 10, so looking for 2s to wound. Rerolling 1s because of also taking the Wraith Construct ability in our thing there. So rerolling these because they are Wraith Constructs. Okay, so that's going to be all hit. That's 5, 6, 7, 8. These are going to be looking for AP minus 4. Yep, AP minus 4. So +1 because of cover, so looking for 6s. Making none of them. They're going to be D6 damage apiece here. So that's going to be 2 damage. That's a dead guy. That's a dead guy. That's a dead guy. That's a dead guy. And yeah, the rest are going to kill him. So that's going to be a squad. All right, so this squad of the Rangers are going to fire into his Eliminator over there. That is going to be 2 hits. That is going to be 2 wounds with a mortal wound. So he's going to take 1 mortal wound, and then he has 2 2-up saves because he's in cover with his cloak. Makes them both, so he takes 1. All right, my Crimson Hunter Exarch's going to fire everything into his banner guy there. So we're going to do the Pulse Laser first, hitting on 4s because he's really wounded. That's going to be 1 hit. Mastercraft, reroll that one. All right, that's going to be 2 hits. Strength 8, so 2s to wound. Rerolling the 1 wound may as well. Nope, not meant to be. So that's going to be 1 wound, AP minus 2, I believe. All right, so it's still going to go through, so that's 3 damage. And then we have the Bright Lances into him. That's going to be 1 hit. And that's not going to be a wound. And now my Rangers over here are going to fire into him. That's going to be 3 hits. That is going to be 1 wound with a mortal wound, so he's going to be just dead.
Does banner work on him?
Does the banner work on? Yeah, I think so. I think it's friendly. He does get to shoot.
So shoot at the crimson.
Into the crimson one there. -1 to hit. That's still 2 hits. 5s to wound. No wound. And then the Wraith Fighter is going to fire into the heavy intercessors over there. 2d3 auto hits. So that's going to be 3 auto hits over here. Looking for 2s to wound. Strength 12. So it's going to be 3 wounds with fill faces over here. AP minus 2 on these. +1 because they're in cover. So it's going to be 1 failed for 2 damage. So that's going to kill that 1 guy. There's actually -4, and the 1 extra guy dies from the other 2. All right, that's going to be it for shooting. So now into the assault phase, my Shining Spears are going to charge into Dante over here. They are in with a 10. And then my Farseer here is going to charge into his Tactical Marine there. Makes it maybe with a 6-1. All right, so into the fight phase here, we're going to start with my Shining Spears. They're going to attack into Dante. So we're going to go with the Exarch first. So he's got the Star Lance there. So he's going to have 3 attacks. These are going to be hitting on 4s because Dante is -1 to hit. Getting 1 second. Rerolling from Master Crafters. Nope, not meant to be. This is going to be Strength 8 on the charge here, so looking for 2s to wound. That is going to be a wound. AP -4, so he's got his 4-up invul save. He's good. And then the other 2 guys with their laser lances hitting on 4s. Okay, that's going to be all hits. Strength 6, so 3s to wound. That is going to be 2, rerolling 1 because of Master Crafters there. Nope, not meant to be, so that's going to be 3. AP -4, so he's got his 4-up invul saves. Failing 2 of them, 2 damage apiece, so he's going to take 4 damage. My opponent's going to spend a CP to reroll 1. Nope, not going to go, so it's going to still be 4 damage onto him. And then my Farseer with the Stinging Spear is going to attack into him. He's got 2 attacks, hitting on 2s, rerolling 1 because of Master Crafters. Okay, not meant to be. Wounding on a 2 because it always moves on a 2. That's going to be a wound, AP nothing, so he's got a 3-up save. Makes it.
1.
All right, so now the Dubro over here is going to attack. No, he's got, is that the Sergeant? Oh, that's the Sergeant. So he's got 2 attacks here, +1 because he was charged, hitting on 3s. And then he's going to be looking for 4s to wound. 3s to wound because he got charged, but that's going to be enough. And now Dante is going to attack into my Shining Spears over here, hitting on 2s. Okay, that's going to be 2 misses there. These are now going to be strength, what? Strength 7, so 3s to wound.
+1.
Oh, +1 to wound, so 2s to wound. That's right, he did get charged.
It's not +1. It's only if I charge.
Is it? No, I think it's both, isn't it? 1 second. Yep, that's if he's charged, was charged, or heroically intervened. So that's going to be 4 wounds there.
You can tell I haven't played this.
He hasn't played the Blood Angels in a long time here. So these are now going to be AP -3, so 6-up saves. Making none of those. What's the damage? 2 each. So here we go. Technically, I can have the 5-up in Feel No Pain here, so we'll do the first one. Makes 1, so he's still alive. But then he'll be dead even though he made that 1, so that's going to be 1 guy dead. The next one makes 1 of them, and but so he will be dead. So 1 guy will be left. All right, so that's going to be it for the turn here. I think those guys actually have to take a leadership test because they're within range of my guy, which is -2 to their leadership. Right. So it's going to make it a leadership 6. They lost 2 guys, so 2 plus 3 is 5. They're good to go. But that is going to be it. Oh, he lost 4 guys over here.
But he's going to be lead 9 for being
leader 9 within range of Dante over there.
On a 6.
So on a 6, no, he's good on that 1. So that's going to be it for the turn here for the Eldar. We'll come back to you after movement phase for the Blood Angels here on turn 2. All right, movement phase for the Blood Angels here. Dante and this Tactical Marine decide to stay in combat over here. These heavy intercessors stayed still on the objective back over here. This captain moved up over this way. These Hellblasters stayed still. Astrath came back over this way after successfully engaging with Canticle of Hate, right? Was it Canticle of Hate? Or Litany of Hate? Litany of Hate, he got off. So he'll be over there. These guys stayed still on the objective over here, and he stood still up in the rafters over here. So that's going to be it for the movement. Oh, no. These guys dropped in from up in Deep Strike Reserves, 9 inches away from my Dubros over here, and that is going to be it for the movement phase. So we'll come back to you with the shooting phase. And over here, Dante is going to fire his Inferno Pistol. I'm gonna spend 2 CP on lightning fast reflexes, so he's gonna be -1 to hit over here. So it's gonna be 3s with because he gave himself the full reroll. Yeah, so 3 with full rerolls. Okay, that's gonna be a hit, wounding on a 2. That's going to be a wound. I have a -4. I've got a 4-up invul save against ranged weapons over here. That is good with a 4. Woo! Bolt pistol from the Tactical Marine. That is a hit. That is not a wound. Heavy intercessors here are going to fire into my Crimson Hunter Exarch over here. -1 to hit. These are going to be the regular bolt rifles, heavy bolt rifles. Hitting on 4s because it's -1 to hit. So it's going to be 4 hits. Strength 5, right? So 5s to wound. Getting 2 wounds.
This is still at -1.
That's going to be a -1 because of that 6, because they're within range. So we're going to do that one first. 4 up. He's good with a 5, and then 3 up. No, failed out. And then the Hellstorm Heavy Bolter. That's going to be hitting on 4s. That's all hits. Strength 5. So again, looking for 5s to wound. Getting 1 wound. AP -1 though because of the 6 there. And a 3 is not going to make it. How much do I need him alive over there? I'm going to spend a CP to try to reroll that. And he's good with a fill face. Ashtroth is going to throw a crack grenade at the Hemlock over here. That's not going to hit. And now his Hellblasters are both going to fire into my Crimson Hunter Exarch over here. He's going to have 2 shots here, hitting on 4s because it's -1 to hit. No hit. Rerolling 1 because of the captain over there. That's going to be a hit. On a 3, no wound there. His Eliminator here is going to fire into my Crimson Hunter Exarch. Hitting on a 4, no hit. And now his Heavy Intercessors over here. The Heavy Bolter is going to fire into my Wraith Fighter. The others are going to fire into the Exarch there. The regular ones into the Exarch. Hitting on 4s. Rerolling 1s. Okay, he's got 2 hits. Strength 5, so 5s to wound. That is going to be 1 wound. AP nothing. 3 up. He's good. And then the Heavy Bolter. That's going to be, hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s. And then looking for 5s to wound. All right, so into the assault phase, Ashtroth is going to charge into my Hemlock over here, into my Wraith Fighter. I am going to spend a CP to fire Overwatch, so I've got the 2 D sides over here. That's going to be 3, 4, 5 hits. Strength 12, looking for 2s to wound. That is going to be 5 wounds at AP -4, so we got 4 up. Rosarius save, correct? Yep. 5 4-ups. Failing 4 of them, so he is actually going to be dead. And then his captain here is going to charge into my Wraith. He needs a 10-inch charge, so he needs a 9 on the charge because he is a Blood Angel. That 9's going to get him in. And then these Flyboys are going to charge into my Dark Reapers. They need a 9-inch charge, so an 8 on the dice because they are Blood Angels. That is going to get him in. All right, so starting off the fight phase, his captain over here is going to attack into my Dude Bros. He's got the Hammer of Ball there, so these are going to be hitting on 2s. Okay, so that's going to be 3 hits. Strength 8, so looking for 3s to wound. 2s to wound because he's a Blood Angel. So that's going to be 2 wounds at AP -3. So 6s to save here. Fill faces? Nope, no fill faces. That's the flat 3 damage. So that's going to kill 2 of those guys. All right, this is going to be 6 of these guys with their Power Fists into my Dark Reapers. He's going to be hitting on 4s because it's -1 to hit with the Power Fist. And here are the other 2 guys. And then these are 2s to wound. So it's going to be 8 wounds into them over here, -3, so 6 up saves. Making 1, so 7 guys are going to be dead. And then we're going to start over here with my Shining Spear into Dante. He's going to have his 3 attacks because of the Exarch. Hitting on 4s because he's -1 to hit. Rerolling 1 of these because of Master Crafters. Okay, so that's going to be 2 hits with fill faces. Now they're going to be Strength 3, so looking for 5s to wound. Rerolling because of Doom. Rerolling because of Doom. No, nothing there.
I mean, the first one.
And now his Sergeant's going to go 2 attacks. That's going to be no hit. And now my guys, my Farseer is going to go 2 attacks. That's going to be 2 hits. Always wounds on 2s. That's going to be 2 wounds. AP nothing, so 3 up saves. Mix them up. And then Dante's attacks. That's going to be all but 1 hit.
Oh, he put the Chapter Master.
Chapter Master on him, so re-rolling. There we go. That's everything. And then these are going to be looking for 3s to wound because no one charged. So that's going to be 2 saves there. AP -3, so looking for 6 up saves. Fill faces. Nope, nothing there. And then the damage is what?
2 flat.
2 flat. So I got 4 total. I'm just going to get 1 more dice. 5 up. Invul save. Or 5 up. Feel no pains. Only making 1 of them. I don't think you can reroll Feel No Pains. Anyway. Can you reroll Feel No Pains? Nope, you cannot reroll it. So he is dead. Now my Dark Reapers are going to attack back. That's going to be rerolling 1 for Master Crafters. Okay, that's going to be 4 hits. 5s to wound. No wound. Reroll 1. No, nothing. And now my Wraith Guard are going to attack in over here. So we got 8 attacks hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1 because of Master Crafters there. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Strength, wounded on 3s. Rerolling 1 wound because of Master Crafters. No 1s there to reroll. All right, but that's still good. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wounds here. at AP -1, but +1 from his Storm Shield, so he's still got 2 up saves. Making them all. There you go. All right, so that's going to be it for the Blood Angel's turn here. I do have a leadership test to take over here. Oh, on the 1, they're good to go. All right, so like I said, that's going to be the end of the Blood Angel's turn here on turn 2. Lots of 2s. We'll come back to you after movement phase for the Eldar on turn 3. All right, movement phase for the Eldar here on turn 3. These guys fell back. I spent 2 CP to allow them to shoot. These guys shuffled around to get sight around the building over here. These Rangers stood still, as did the Warlock. These Rangers stood still on this objective. These Wraith Guard fell back, but they can still shoot and charge when they actually fall back. These Wraith Blades advanced up over here, and then my 2 Flyers kept flying over to the sides over there, and he fell back out of combat with the Tactical Marine there. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the Psychic phase. All right, into the Psychic phase. We're going to start here. He's going to cast Smite into Dante over here. That will not go off on a 3. All right, my Farseer is going to cast Fortune onto himself. That will not go off on a 6. So he's going to re-roll that because of his abilities there. That's still not going to go off. And then he is going to cast Smite into the Tactical Marine there. That will not go off on a 4. And then the Warlock is going to cast Conceal onto my Dude Bros. That is not going to go off. These guys are going to start us off in the shooting phase. Everything into the Captain. Hitting on 3s. Reroll 1 because of as a crafter. And then a wounding on Strength 10, so 2s. That's going to be all wounds there. So that's going to be 7 wounds at AP -4. Wow. So he's got his 4 up invul saves. Failing 1, 2, just the 2. All right, so that's going to be 2d6 damage. 3 damage, still alive. And now this Wraith Guard unit is going to fire into the Sanguinary Guard. That's going to be no hits, reroll 1. That's going to be 1 hit. That's going to be a wound, AP -4. So it's going to be a 6 up save. Nope, that's going to go through for d6 damage. 4 one's dead. And then my Dark Reapers are going to fire into them. We're going to go with the spread shot with the ones there. Hitting on 3s, strength 8, wounding on 2s. That's going to be all wounds, 4 wounds, AP -2. So 4 up saves. 2 damage apiece, so that's going to be 2 dead. And then the Tempest Launcher, that's going to be 9 shots. Hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1. Okay. These are now going to be wounding on 4s. Rerolling 1. Okay, so it's going to be 5 at AP -2. 1 damage apiece. 4 ups. Failing just one of them. 1 takes 1 wound. These Rangers here are going to fire into... Actually, you know what? They're going to fire into the Captain over there. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 4s. So that's going to be 4 saves and 1 mortal wound into him. So 4 2-up saves. Making them all, so he just takes the 1 mortal wound. These guys over here are going to fire into the Tactical Marine. Reroll 1. Okay, not meant to be. Wounding on 4s. Getting 1 mortal wound and then 2 saves. So 2 2-ups because he's in cover. Makes them both. Now I'm going to fire 1 into each of these guys with my D-size. So we're going to do into Dante first. D3 auto hits. So that's going to be 2 hits. Wounding on 2s. That's going to be 2 wounds. 2 4-up saves. 4 invul saves. Makes them both. And then the 1 into the Tactical. That's going to be 3 hits. That's going to be 2 wound. Reroll 1 because of the Mass Crafters. That's going to be 3 wounds at AP -4. Plus 1 because he's in cover there. 4-up saves. 6-up saves.
Give me 6s.
No, he is dead. And then my Crimson Hunter Exarch's going to fire everything into the Heavy Intercessors. So we're going to go with the Pulse Lacer first. That's going to be no hits there. And then we've got the 2... what's the other one? Bright Lances. 4s to hit. Nope, reroll one of these. Master Crafters? No, nothing. Into the assault phase, my Wraith Guard are going to assault back into the Terminator Captain. 3 inches they're hit. And then my opponent's going to spend 1 CP to heroically intervene with his Sanguinary Guard into my Dark Reapers over here. So, sorry, boys. All right, so now my dude bros over here are going to fight. So we got 8 attacks hitting on 3s. Reroll 1 because of Master Crafters or Expert Crafters. And then we've got wounding on 3s. Reroll 1 because of Expert Crafters. Okay, so that's going to be, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wounds. AP -1, but you've got your Storm Shield, so it's going to be looking for 2 up saves. Failed 2 of them, and that's just going to be enough even with D3 damage. If you want to spend a CP, it's D3 damage. Do you want to risk it? I could roll a 1.
I got excessive CP at this
All right,
point.
so he's going to spend a CP to reroll 1,
Yeah.
so he does make it. So now, here's where it comes down to. D3 damage. I got no CP left, so I can't even reroll this. Oh, but the 3, and he is dead. All right, so now my opponent's going to spend 2 CP for only a death does duty end to allow his character there to attack since he hasn't attacked yet. These are going to be hitting on 2s because he has the ball stick. The ball stick. Wounding on 3s. 2s because he got charged. So still, that's going to be 3 wounds there. AP -3. Making 1 of those. Flat 3, so that's another 2 deaths. All right, so now his guys are going to go into my dude bros. They do get the +1 attack for shock assault because they did heroically intervene. So here we go, hitting on 4s because they've got power fists. And then squishing on 2s. That is going to be 5 wounds there. AP -3. So looking for 6s. No, got 1. So they are dead. All right, so that's going to be it for the Eldar turn here on turn 3. We will come back to you after movement phase for the Blood Angels on turn 3. Movement phase for the Blood Angels here on turn 3. His Sanguinary Guard jumped up over onto this side of these guys over here. He stood still. The Heavy Intercessors and Hellblaster stood still, as did these Heavy Intercessors, and then Dante just kind of shuffled around over there. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase. Into the shooting phase, Dante's going to fire up into the Hemlock over here. That is a hit.
3's to wound.
3's to wound. That is a wound.
-5.
-5. Yeah. All right, that's going to go straight through over here. D6 damage. 6 damage, so he will be dead. Does he explode? No, not on a 1. Heavy Intercessor is going to fire everything into my Wraith Blades over here. Hitting on 3s. Okay,
everything.
that's pretty good. These are the regular ones, right? And then you got the Heavy Bolter. Wounding on 5s. Yeah, 5s. So it's going to be 1. 1. No AP. 3 up. Save. They're good. And the Heavy Bolter. That's going to be 2 hits. That's going to be 1 wound. No AP. He's good. Hellblasters into the Crimson Hunter. Hitting on 4s. Getting 1 hit. Looking for a 3 to wound. Going to CP reroll the other one. That's going to be 2 hits. Wounding on 3s. That's going to be 2 wounds. AP -4 is, I think, going to go straight through. So that's going to kill them. Does he explode? No, he does not. Eliminator is going to fire into my Wraith Guard. That's going to be no hit. Heavy Intercessors are going to fire into my Wraith Guard over here. Hitting on 3s. And then wounding on 5s. So that's going to be 2 wounds. No AP. Fail 1. And the Heavy Bolter. That's going to be all but 1 hit. That's going to be all wounds. And that's going to be a failed save. And now his Sanguinary Guard are going to fire everything into my Rangers over here. So these are going to be hitting on 3s. 3 hits. These are going to be wounding on 3s. That is going to be 2 wounds. AP -1.
Yes.
So looking for 6 up saves because they're not in cover over there. Making 1, failing 1. All right, so into the assault phase. These guys are going to charge into both the Warlock and my Rangers over here. They're in. And then Dante over here is going to charge into my Farseer. He is in. And now his Heavy Intercessors are going to charge into my Wraith Blades over here, needing a 5-inch charge on the dice because he gets +1. They're in. All right, so starting off the fight phase, this Heavy Intercessors are going to attack into my Wraith Blades over here. They're going to have 13 attacks because they get +1 for Shock Assault, +1 for Savage Echoes for being in the Assault Doctrine here. And now these are going to be hitting on 3s. And then because of Red Thirst, they are going to be wounding on 4s, because it's strength 4 against toughness 6. And then +1 there. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are going to be AP -1 because of Assault Doctrine, looking for 4-up saves. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 failed, so 1 will be dead and 1 will take a wound. Now Dante is going to attack into my Farseer over here. These are going to be hitting on 2s. Rerolling everything because of himself, that he gave himself the full rerolls. That's going to be all hits. Strength.
It's strength 7.
7, so 2s to wound because of Blood Angels on the charge there. All right, so that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. So I've got 4-up invul save over here on my dude bro. Failing 1, 2, 3, 4.
2 damage.
What's the damage? 2 damage each. So this is going to be 8 damage total. He has 7 wounds because I gave him the Fate's Messenger Warlord trait, which also comes with a 6-up Feel No Pain. So I need to make 2 6-ups for him to be alive. So show me them fill faces. Getting, oh, just the 1, and that's exactly CP. Enough. I can't even reroll the CP. Yeah. I can't even do it even if I had the CP. So he is dead. And then to Sanguinary Guard, 2 are going to go into the Rangers, 3 are going to go into my Warlock. So we're going to go with the 2 into the Rangers over here. 3 base plus 1 for Savage Echoes plus 1 for Shock Assault. Hitting on 4s because it is -1 with their fists. And then squishing on 2s. That is going to be 1, 2, yeah, enough to kill the entire squad. And then we got the 3 guys into my Warlock, hitting on 4s, and then wounding on 2s. That is going to be 3, 6 wounds over here. He does have a 4-up invul save, but if he fails any of these, he's dead because he's only got the 2 wounds, being a Warlock. Oh no, he did. All right, so now my Wraith Blades are going to attack back over here. 2 base attacks each. They didn't charge, so they don't get +1 there. So these are going to be hitting on 4s because they've got their Ghost Axes. Reroll 1 because of Master Crafters. Not meant to be, but the rest hit. That's real good. Strength 5 +2 because of the axe. Strength 7 into 5, looking for 3s to wound. No need to reroll there. That's going to be 3, 6, 7 at AP -3. 6 ups. Don't make any of those, and they're going to be D3 apiece. But I guess technically I could. So D3 on the first one. That's going to be 1 damage. +2, so that's going to be a dead guy. That's a dead guy, and then I've got 4 more. That's going to kill the last of them. All right, and that's going to be it for the Blood Angels here on turn 3. He did get his 10 points over here for Sword of Sanguineous because he killed the character who accepted the challenge, and he killed him in combat. So that gets him 10 points there for that. And that is going to be the end of the turn. We'll come back to you after movement phase for the Eldar. Movement phase for the Eldar here on turn 4. These guys all moved, shuffled down this way a bit to get within range of them with their shoosty weapons. They stood still on the objective over there. This Wraith Guard moved up a bit, so he's in range of him with the shoosty weapons. And then they moved over here, looking on Dante over in that direction. So that is going to be it for the movement phase for the Eldar here on turn 4. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase since all my Psychers are dead. These guys over here are going to fire into these guys with their Wraith Cannons. 6 shots here, hitting on 3s. We're rolling 1 because of Master Crafters. That's going to be 6 hits. Strength 10, so 2s to wound. Rerolling 1s because of Wraith Constructs. Okay, not meant to be, so that's going to be 5 at AP minus a bunch. All right, so it's going to be 5 ups, AP -4, because they're in terrain over there. Making 2 of them. So it's going to be 3 that go through, D6 damage apiece. So the first one's just going to kill a guy. And then the next one is going to kill a guy. And the third one is not going to kill a guy. Oh, 2 damage is going to kill a guy. So that's going to kill 3 guys. All right, my Rangers over here are going to fire into a Sanguinary Guard. 4 shots. Not getting anything. Reroll 1. All right, that's a hit. That is not a wound. Reroll 1 wound. That's a wound with a 6. So one's going to take a mortal wound, and then it's AP nothing, 2-up save. He's good. And then this Wraith Guard is going to fire into his guy up there. That is going to be a hit. That is a wound. AP minus 4 plus 2, so he's going to have a 5-up save. No, he will be dead. Opponent's going to spend CP to reroll. No. Oh, yeah, he's good on a 6. All right, so into the assault phase. My Wraith Guard are going to charge into Dante over here. They're in. And then my Wraith Guard here are going to charge into his Sanguinary Guard. I need an 8-inch charge to get in. Not going to make it. I'm going to spend my CP to reroll that. Oh, so close. All right, so now my Wraith Guard here, Wraith Blades, I'm sorry, are going to start us off in the fight phase into Dante. They've got 3 attacks each now because they did charge to get +1 to their attacks. They're using the Wraith, the axes, so they're -1 to hit, which wouldn't stack with Dante's -1 to hit. So these are all going to be hitting on 4s. Rerolling 1 because of Master Crafters. Alrighty. And then these are going to be looking for strength +2, strength 7, looking for 3s to wound. Rerolling 1s because they're Wraith constructs, and then 1 because of Master Crafter. All right, so it's going to be 3, 6, 7, 8 wounds into Dante over here. He needs 4-up invul saves. Failing 2 of them. Oh, just too many. So he is dead. And then my opponent's going to spend 2 CP to allow Dante to fight back over here. Hitting on 2s. Rerolling, then reroll that one too. All right, so that's going to be all hits over here. These are going to be wounding on tough 6,
on
strength 7, so 2s to wound because of being Blood Angel having charged. So that's going to be 1 and then 1 over there. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's going to be 6 AP, 4-up invul saves because of their shields over there. Oh, buddy, what are you doing to me?
2 damage each.
2 damage each. So that's going to kill 1 dead guy, 2 dead guy, 3 dead guys. Oof. It actually costs 0 CP because once per game he can do an epic deed stratagem for 0 CP, and he hasn't done that yet, so there we go. All right, so at the end of the turn, these guys do have to roll a leadership on a 6. One of them will run. Nope, he's good to go. All right, so that's going to be it for the Eldar turn here on turn 4, sorry, my bad. We will come back to you after movement phase for the Blood Angels on turn 4. All right, movement phase for the Blood Angels here on turn 4. These guys moved up over here. They stood still, as did those guys. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, so now his guy up here is actually going to start. I forgot he survived when he rolled that 6, or re-rolled into that 6. So now he's going to fire into my Wraith Guard over here. On a 6, he will hit. On a 2, he will not. Heavy Intercessors are now going to fire everything into my Wraith Guard over here. Regular shots, hitting on 3s. And then these are going to be wounding on 5s. Getting nothing. And the Heavy Bolter, hitting on 3s, because they did not move. 5s to wound, so that's going to be 2 wounds. No AP. Fail 1. Angel's bolt guns are going to fire. That's going to be 3 hits. 5s to wound. Getting 1 wound. AP -1. That's not a save. 2 heavy Hellblasters are going to fire into them. Hitting on 3s. Supercharging. That's going to be 2 hits. 3s to wound. That's going to be 2 wounds. AP enough is going to go straight through. 3 damage apiece, so they're dead. All right, so now into the assault phase. They're going to charge into my dude bros. Oh, look, they're in. All right, so now his guys are going to attack in here. We're going to have 5 attacks each, so 10 attacks hitting on 4s because they're fists. And then 2s to wound because of the fact that they charged and they're Blood Angels. So that's going to be 5 wounds. All right, there's actually 6 wounds, and they're going to be AP -4 because it's the Assault Doctrine. So that's just going to straight up kill these guys with those 6 wounds. All right, that's going to be it for the Blood Angels turn here. We will come back to you after movement phase for the Eldar on turn 5. All right, movement phase for the Eldar here on turn 5. These guys move down over here. Since the end of the turn, they don't have to worry about holding that objective anymore, just to get some line of sight over here. He advanced up over here to get some range on these guys, and he stood still there because he's not going to do anything. So he's just over there. So that's going to where they're going to be. So we'll come back to you with the shooting phase. Shooting phase, these guys are going to fire into the Sanguinary Guard. So we've got 4 shots from them, hitting on 4s because they moved with a heavy weapon. All right, reroll 1 because of Master Crafters. All right, so it's going to be 3 hits. Wounding on 4s. Rerolling 1 because of Master Crafters. So that's going to be 2 at AP nothing. So 2 armor saves, right? They've got, 1 will die. So I'm going to send a CP to reroll it, and he's good. And then my Wraith Guard over here is going to fire. That's a hit with a fill face. That is a wound with a 2, AP -4. They've got a 6-up save into these guys over here. Nope. So that's going to be the dick. And that's going to be it for the Dark Angels. That's going to be it for the Eldar here on turn 5. We'll come back to you after movement phase for the Blood Angels. All right, movement phase for the Blood Angels on this turn. He stayed in the center and did investigate signal for the action there. This guy over here advanced down over here onto the objective. They stayed on the objective over there, and the Hellblasters advanced over onto the objective over there. That's going to be the end of the game, because that's no one killing anyone doesn't make a difference. So my opponent at the end of the game, the scores, including 10 points each for having fully painted armies here, the Eldar had 86 points, and the Blood Angels had 70 points. So a victory for the Eldar for sure, but I mean, not quite as big a victory as I would have, that you kind of would have thought at the beginning. That's why you really have to keep playing it out and go for the objectives and keep playing and doing what you can to try to prevent your opponent from scoring points, because that's how you win games now in 9th edition. It's it's not just all about losing a whole bunch of guys in the beginning. So yeah, a brutal game. A ton of fun, and it was cool. This is the first time I've played the Eldar in feels like a gajillion years, and this is the first time my opponents played Blood Angels in what feels like a gajillion years. So I'm sure that we got a couple of rules crossed here or there, but all in all, I think we did a pretty good job. I feel like I looked at my book enough that if I did get some rules wrong, I'll probably kick myself in the butt for it. But still, not bad, I thought. All right, guys, I hope you guys have all enjoyed this. I certainly have. I have been Phil, the Glacial Geek, as always. My opponent's been Jason. Until next time, stay safe and have fun.